Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. It is good to hear back from you, and I hope all is going well. I just wanted to touch base on some of the information we gathered from you via our online questionnaire. It says here that you are recently married and expecting a child in the near future. Let me start by saying congratulations, and I think it's a great idea to get a head start with the house hunting process, as it can be a difficult decision. It says here you are currently renting in the downtown area. A great location for young single individuals, but far from ideal for married couples looking to settle down and start a family. If all goes well in the next couple weeks, I hope to see you in a comfortable, multiple bedroom house right outside of town with a big backyard and the peace of mind that your child has a safe place to grow up. The last thing I want is to see your family struggling to find parking with a crying baby and a car full of groceries. I know you would each agree when I say a garage with access to the house is exactly what you're looking for. No more jockeying with traffic to find parking, and no more long walks from a distant parking space, all while carrying a newborn in the middle of town. Looking at the number you provided for a budget, it should be no problem finding a property you will both be happy with. Before we jump into things, I really want to stress the importance of getting you out of the expensive rent cycle and into a position where you can start to build equity on your home's investment value. I'd like you to consider how much you are currently paying for rent each month. Now multiply that by 12. This is how much you are spending annually on your apartment, money that could otherwise be spent wisely on a down payment towards property that you will own. No longer will your hard-earned cash go in your landlord's pocket, but to a home and a piece of property that will be in your family for generations to come. What I want you to do next is to imagine yourselves a few years down the road. You've moved out of the hustle and bustle of your downtown apartment and into a new house right outside of town. You're enjoying the weather, soaking up the sun, while your little boy or girl is running around laughing in your backyard. His or her jeans are grass-stained as your family dog chases him or her around the yard, totally unaware that none of this would have ever been possible if you hadn't made the decision to move away from your apartment to your spacious new home. Escaping from the chaotic scene of downtown life, with cars constantly driving by, you could finally feel comfortable with the fact that your child is safe and sound outside on his own. As a family, you'll have more time to spend on whatever you find important, not to mention the extra funds you'll have access to because you took out a mortgage instead of continually overpaying on expensive monthly rent charges. The best part of buying your own house, and I tell all my customers this, is that now is the best time to make an offer. Luckily, the industry is currently locked in a buyer's market, and banks are offering the most appealing mortgage rates we've seen in years. Looking at the information you provided us, we should have no trouble getting you approved by a bank, and I see no reason why we can't get you in a place of your own by the end of the month. This leaves you with plenty of time to settle into your new home before the arrival of your first child. I hope you will take the time to think about the points I've laid out for you. Weigh the pros and cons and get back to me once you think you've reached a decision. If you have any additional questions regarding what we've covered today or would like more information, please feel free to contact me here in the office or on my cell. I look forward to hearing from you soon.